at the house of KDM, about to install the new parts. Installing intake and blow-off valve for like the 100th time, so stay tuned. Also going to add new pedal extensions as well as replace the Alcantara shift knob with this H-speed sort of sequential style shift knob. So did a poll on IG and it looks like everyone wants the Alcantara one, so we'll run this one first and see how it turns out. Yeah, just for the... Yep. Yeah. All right. Got this guy, little Luxon Strut Bar with the overnight parts from Korea. Nice solid piece. So if anything, you know, performance aside, I think it'll add a nice aesthetic to the engine bay. So excited to put this on, but here's a look. And I'll put a link into the description where you can buy all these parts that we're going to put on the car today. So, all right, gonna try to put the boot onto the shifter. The OEM boot has sort of this plastic ring that goes in the middle, but obviously that's conformed to the old shifter. So let's see how we can put on the H-speed shifter and maybe zip tie around so that it's nice and snug and not sort of loose or have a little play, just because the OEM one is a little wider on the boot. So. See how that looks? A little flush to the edge there. Let's try and put it on and we'll see. There it is. Dun, 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 dun. Boot's a little funky just because it's not as tall, but feels good, looks cool. Then to put, it's not like a lift up, but like a normal stick shift, so you gotta push down and up. There it is. Bam. So I was having an issue with the car detecting it still in P, so actually had to install it with the collar on the top like this instead of pushing it down how I had it, and then tightening these bolts after. So let's see if this works and I don't get any errors this time. All right. 2 R. And no error telling me to put it in P. Whew. All right, back to the intake and blow-off valve. I filmed this thing a bunch of times before, so I'm just gonna do before and after. Power of the internet. And the crazy hard blow-off valve installed there. All right, let's start her up and see how she goes. All right, time to put this piece on. So it looks like it's getting caught on this little piece here. So we're gonna see if we can Dremel it out and hopefully it fits better. Here's what it looks like mocked up. Looking pretty sweet. Oh, looks like we did some custom fab here. Just gonna Dremel it out and make it smoother along this edge. Just clip it off and then we can smooth it off later. Okay. Because it's cheap, like the tabs, I just ripped it off. I didn't even have to cut it. Okay. Yeah. Alright, let's see if this works. Custom fab, yeah, and then if it doesn't fit, then we'll keep cutting. Yeah, boy. Cut. Yeah. It's deep side. Well, look at the, yeah,
I didn't even do much on mine. The bolt sticking out, right? That's fine. Yeah, you don't need to go all the way.
It's right about this
Hold it in. Oh, that one I tightened that one already.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
the back ones?
Yeah, the back one.
Let me see. Back to tuner spec. Intake and strut bar now. All right, last piece are the pedal shifter extensions. So went with the silver and here's how it looks. So it's the next day. Installs went pretty smooth outside of the sort of mishap with the shifter. In regards to the shifter, I actually like it more so than the stock OEM sort of shift knob. This style makes me want to actually shift the gears a little bit more than using the paddle shifter, or the OEM one just kind of feels like a standard automatic one. It does give a nice sort of feel response to shifting manually with the shifter. Again, I wasn't going too crazy. Had my brother and daughter in the car, so not looking to bang gears. But again, like I said, the drive was more, it was more fun using the shifter from H-Speed versus using the OEM one or the paddle shifter. So shout out actually to Ruben, another Kona-N owner. I'll plug his IG here, who showed me the part. And then shout out to Derek also for reaching out to H-Speed to get a discount code. So I'll put the discount code below here so you can get 5% off purchase if you do want to get this sort of style shifter. So shout out to both you guys. As far as the sway bar, I think it looks great in the engine bay. You know, doing research in regards to performance or improvement of handling, it's sort of depending on what you read online in terms of performance, whether it helps or not, sort of up to you to decide. So it does look good in engine bay, so it couldn't hurt. Even if it's just a little bit, some performance will help, you know. If anything though, aesthetic wise, it does look good. I did get this from Shark Racing, so I'll put, again, all the products that were installed today in the description below. If you like this video, give a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and then I will catch you in the next video. Peace.